Today, I will explain why I feel like being a genius is a flawed goal and why everyone should stop putting themselves on higher mental levels than everyone else. I'll start with the fact that no one could really tell anyone else's intelligence level. We only know what we actually know. The only way to really judge someone's intelligence is maybe asking them questions, having them maybe explain how they got to their answer, or them just talking about some subject or something. But even if you were to hear them talk, explain a lot of things, it would just be one question, one explanation on one day during one situation, and your thoughts change throughout the day, and it depends on how you're feeling during the day, maybe what time of day, maybe you're tired. It could all change how they actually think. If you were to hear someone's answer, you may not understand it, they may leave things out. It's really hard to explain a thought process after answering a question. Getting tests at school doesn't really determine it either, because some people like to study a lot, they have to study a lot, other people just memorize it right away, but you're just spitting back out what the teachers have taught you. Many people have intelligence and understanding of many different things, and you could only really judge their understanding and intelligence by your own understanding and intelligence. Many people could know things, say they know things, but not really understand it or how it works, so it's really complicated and hard to judge people based on what they say they know. Many times, intelligence is viewed on a scale like this. There are two main problems I want to address with viewing the world like this. One being that people put general intelligence pretty low and only put a few people at the top of the list. But it's likely that a lot of people are really smart and deserve a spot near the top of that chart. Many people then put themselves at the top, thinking that they're above many other people, and start judging them, and they start becoming prideful of their own intelligence, and they think they have a right and a duty to judge the people lower than them as less intelligent than themselves. Now, the second problem with a chart like that is it's only basing intelligence based on other human intelligence. And at the top of the list is just another human, what might be the smartest human alive, but is still just a human with human intelligence. But if I was to add God to this diagram, you'll see, with all his wisdom and intelligence, how minuscule our differences really are. We're all just basically at the bottom, just very, very tiny differences, if any, between us when compared to the one who knows all. And now, instead of being separated by height showing greater intelligence or less intelligence from each other, we're separated by horizontal distances showing our different levels of knowledge, our different levels of understanding based on our own experiences, not judging one better than the other, but just judging them as different from each other. I believe we should view ourselves more along this scale and try to gain intelligence and knowledge from each other instead of judging one better than the other and thinking that you're better than someone else because you're smarter than them. I'm sick of hearing people call each other dumb, stupid, foolish, or just intelligent, genius, smart, because it's all just basically relative. Instead, we could say things like, you think differently than me, or say something like, you don't really know much about this specific topic. And if it seems like a completely dumb choice that someone made, completely flawed with a whole bunch of possible ways it could go wrong, instead of just instantly judging it as bad decision, why not just ask the person why they actually made that decision? And we should strive to try to understand each other instead of separating each other based on intelligence levels. As long as we judge each other based on the old way of thinking, we could not know something and someone could judge us an idiot not just for knowing that one specific thing. And so if we know something that someone else doesn't know, they could also just call us intelligent, even though it's not really because we're intelligent we know something. I'm not saying that some people aren't smarter than others. I'm saying that you can't really judge it based on your own understanding. And compared to God, it's all very minuscule differences anyway. And the reason why I named my channel The Foolish Genius is because I know some things, I don't know some things. So if you want to call me a fool, an idiot, that's fine. You want to call me smart, that's fine too. I really don't care either way. But I will try my hardest though, even though I may not know some things, you people may disagree with me. I want to try to learn from all of you. I want to build a community of people trying to gain intelligence from each other, trying to become smarter than we are. Please criticize me, tell me what you think. Just be specific when you say it and don't be mean about it. And I'd love to hear from all of you. You could either comment on my video to talk to me or send me an email, which is on my page. If you want to, like and subscribe, and thanks everyone for listening to a fool trying to sound smart.